Once again, this is Psalm 66 today. Not sing the word, but don't worry, sing the word. Is that really happening? Oh gosh. Yes, this is happening. Good morning. This is TJ McCormick. Sing the word, but today we're giving you update number 2. Like the graphic, the 2. Update number 2 on Psalm 66. So the way this will work is that I'm just going to try to find as many towns as possible that will let this crazy, lunatic, Bible lyric singing, crazy man come into their town and hang out, teach music to the kids, bring some ukuleles. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's starting to come together. And a couple members of my family and I went to Rialto, which happens to be on Route 66, and the street is Foothill. And the idea is I want to investigate some of the stops I'm thinking of making prior to May 2024 because I don't want to be totally surprised by what's going on here. I'd like to maybe know like a good restaurant, a good hotel, things that might be essential for us to stay in. So, anyways, yesterday, well, actually, it was a couple days we spent in the city of Rialto, and we found some really neat stuff. So, first of all, lodging. Found the Wigwam Motel. Awesome place. Great staff, great facilities. The pool was freezing cold, but that's okay because right now I've got all kinds of weirdness, injury stuff. My wrist is doing much better, by the way. Thanks for asking. But yes, I don't have to wear the splint. They gave me a different bone that was broken, trichynium, or I don't know. But anyways, basically I just have to keep it iced and quiet and just waiting for the healing process to take over. The prognosis is much better than the previous prognosis. I should be up and running pretty soon. I was playing my ukulele yesterday. I should play today, but I'm going to kind of pare down a little bit. So food, places to stay, places to have like a music festival party or whatever, and then churches. And Calvary Chapel Rialto is a great option for this particular venture. And I just spent a few minutes with some of their staff, and they very nice people. Can't wait to get the press kit together and just start shipping that out and just seeing what's going to happen. I have no idea, but that's the fun thing of doing something like this. One of the things that we noticed that along the route, it's not always the best, happiest stories. There's a lot of depressing things like cash loan places and pawn shops and liquor stores and not that those things in and of themselves are bad, but they are sort of symptoms of less than affluent areas. And the reason why I bring this up is that I am very interested in giving back to these communities and setting up ways that they could continue the process. So I don't know what that's going to look like. I want to sell Psalm 66 stuff and maybe make it so the proceeds go to a church, to some sort of outreach organization. I don't know. I'm having just fun thinking about what's happening. And the other thing is, I went to a souvenir shop, and I cannot believe how many ideas we got from this one store at the Wigwam Motel. Technically, it's in San Bernardino, but their mailing address is Rialto. So they are going to, this town is going to be a great place to come to the end of this thing. And of course, we could go to Pasadena and we could go to Santa Monica. Um, Nathan Rotondo, if you're listening, Hermosa Beach is relatively close to Santa Monica. We might end up hanging out with you guys. I don't know yet, but for whatever it's worth. So anyways, there are lots of cities to investigate, and I'll be doing that as time goes on. Putting together notebooks and all kinds of stuff. But I just wanted to let you all know that after I fell last week, other things started to hurt. It's like the trauma of falling is kind of the gift that keeps on giving, and I was having a lot of problems last few days, and I think I got bit on the leg. So just add that to the to the junk. But anyways, I think the moral of the Psalm 66 story is that the few things that I looked at were, one, that it was a very this is not, we're not going to be making a fortune on this thing. We're going to be giving. We're going to be giving to people that probably need it. Just around the area I was in, there's lots of homeless people, but you know that. Every area has homeless people. But on Route 66, it's just a little trickier because, unfortunately, maybe not the most benevolent, the most light-giving people have been donating and giving to those places. Sometimes they're like I said, the pawn shops and all that stuff. So what I hope and pray is that we make this a giving event, an event where people will say, I want to help because those people are helping other people. And once again, each stop I'm praying will have food, we'll have music, we'll have prayer, we'll have an awakening of people to come back to the Lord. I mean, what could be better than that? Could be better than that. So anyways, I am not singing today. My wrist is doing much better. I can play, but I just want to relax a few days. In the meantime, please consider what you could do for Psalm 66. Do you want to join us in Chicago? Do you want to join us in Carthage? Do you want to join us in Gallup, New Mexico? I don't know. I don't know what this is going to look like. But hopefully within the next month, I will have something that looks a lot like a tour date list. And if that's the case, then that's when we're going to be just getting ready to move and do some stuff. There's two other sides to this that I'm just going to give you a quick hit on, and then I'm going to shut up because I've been talking way too long. One is, I had been inspired to start a group called MPG, not MPH. And as I drive through the roads around Southern California, Nevada, and Arizona, I see a lot of angry, fast people trying to get somewhere at the expense sometimes of hurting other people. And I know it's not good, and I know it's not healthy, and I know that it's getting worse. It truly is getting worse. So part of my roots, or my Psalm 66, is going to be MPG, not MPH. Basically, that's just saying, think about getting better gas mileage. Think about saving money. Think about helping your car last longer by lowering your speed. Drive the speed limit. Drive below the speed limit. I hope you try that once in a while because it's actually kind of fun. But if you stop driving like a maniac if we join together. And this is for Christians because, I don't like to preach too much, but I think I need to here. I think all y'all drive too fast. And God knows you drive too fast. God sees you. And this is an area that if you gain control over this, it makes other areas in your life so much easier. And you don't have to say, well, yeah, I kind of sped to church. Lord, please forgive me. It's like you don't have to ask forgiveness. You just stop speeding. That's called repenting. And it's going to save lives. So MPG, not MPH. And the other thing is my worship group. These are men. Well, if you're a woman and you want to join, I don't have a problem with that. But these are the mighty, valored warriors that are praying in earnest for things of this world, things for friends who are having sicknesses. Not like a quick toss-up prayer before lunch or something like that. I mean, getting into the weeds, into the blinds, and getting ready to fire, to shoot. And if you look at the worship logo, it's a howitzer. It's a bunch of howitzers on the deck of a battleship. So we don't mess around. We're not messing around. We are going to stand. We are going to stand in the gap for our friends, families, and our families and friends. Because we got to stick together, folks. The devil is running about like a roaring lion. He isn't a roaring lion, but he's moving about as. And this is the times we need to stand firm. Psalm 66, I just hope, becomes the Christian party to go to. And when I say party, I'm not talking about booze and stuff. No. I'm talking about worship music that is bringing down the walls of Jericho. That's parting the Mississippi River. Whatever this thing's going to do, it's going to be great. And I just pray that you would pray for me and pray for people to come alongside. And let's do this. Let's meet in Chicago in the early part of May 2024. And let's get our, here we go, our hymn fix. I think I finished the song. Get your hymn fix with Psalm 66. Get your hymn fix with Psalm 66. Anyways, TJ McCormick saying goodbye. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another with psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Catch you.